What is going on, guys? It is Sawyer here back again with another video. Ladies and gentlemen, here with my dad today. So
What's up?
What is up? And today, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be going over the WWE SummerSlam predictions of 2024. And so yeah, let's get right into it.
Let's go.
Yeet. So ladies and gentlemen, the first match we're going to be talking about is CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre with Seth freaking Rollins as the special guest referee. And I'm going to let you go first, bro.
Man, this is such a tough one. Could go so many different ways. Because you know, like, first and foremost, Seth is going to screw one of them. And,
if not both.
You know, I feel like WWE has bigger plans for Drew away from this. They built this up for a long time, but we've had them together quite a bit. So anyway, I think that Punk is actually going to screw over Seth is actually going to screw over Punk and set up a long-term feud with Punk.
I do agree with that.
I just feel like everybody wants that, right? Everybody wants to see Seth and see him because Seth came in so hot when Punk
debuted.
Yeah, and Drew. Don't get me wrong, Drew is the MVP of the first half since Roman's been gone, really.
Hater of the year.
He's been awesome, just like so good, like the best heel face. You know, he's so good. But so that's what I think. I think Seth is going to ruin it for Punk, and Drew's going to win it.
I can honestly seeing it going either way. I can honestly see it going, one of these three ways. Either, Seth Rollins screws over just CM Punk because, he hates him. Or Seth just screws over Drew McIntyre because he also hates him. I could see both of those. Or the third one, which I feel like is most likely bound to happen, is Seth Rollins screws over CM Punk and Drew McIntyre. Like, say he hits a curb stop on both of them and just walks out.
Yeah.
And then another ref has to come out. But
anyway, I could see that, except it would leave us in the same place.
Oh, yeah.
All three of them hating each other. I think the one thing that's going to pull out of SummerSlam is that we're going to find out who the real rivalry is. Right now, they have to have this McIntyre-Punk match. But I feel like pulling out of here or coming out of this match, it's going to be just the two of them, and they'll move, in my opinion, McIntyre to a totally different direction.
I mean, maybe they could have another match at Bad Blood.
It could be, yeah. Maybe they drag the three of them out, but...
Yeah, I would love to see a triple threat between those three. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I honestly think that Drew McIntyre is going to win this just because, Seth and CM Punk hate each other. So I think that Seth's more likely to screw over CM Punk. So yeah, I got Drew taking the W on that one.
Cool.
So yeah. And ladies and gentlemen, the next match we're going to be talking about is Liv Morgan versus Rhea Ripley for the Women's World Heavyweight Championship. And this match, this can honestly steal the show. This is going to be a banger of a match, in my opinion. The storyline is definitely there, like next to the Bloodline storyline, the funnest storyline WWE today right now. So Raw's tomorrow night. So maybe Dominic will end up feeling bad for Liv after what he said to her. Or he could just end up sticking with Rhea Ripley. So what I honestly think is that Dominic Mysterio is going to intentionally screw over Rhea Ripley and help Liv Morgan retain the title. And then maybe Dominic will be out of the Judgment Day, or the Judgment Day will just break up from there, Finn and JD McDonough, go their own ways. Maybe if Damian Priest retains the title, or if he loses, he'll go his own way, whatever, and Rhea will continue to go after Liv, and then Carlito will just do his own thing.
Yeah.
Because Carlito's he's definitely going to be a WWE Hall of Famer, but he's just hanging around the Judgment Day right now for whatever reason, which it's funny, but get him in some more interesting storylines. Get him involved with Rey Mysterio again,
Yeah.
Anyway, my prediction is Liv Morgan for that one. How about you?
Yeah, so I agree with you that that's probably the way it goes, but what I think, two things that I think could happen. So Dominic gets involved and he helps Liv, obviously, and Rhea's just mad. But what I think happens possibly after that is Rhea loses her mind and just starts beating the crap out of Liv. And then Dominic somehow is holding Rhea, and Liv just starts beating on her. And so they basically are beating Rhea up by themselves. And so she's stuck out there. And then Jey Uso comes out. Jey Uso hits, okay? So that's one possibility. My other possibility,
that's a fire one, not gonna lie. I like that.
Charlotte Flair is lurking. And Charlotte Flair is don't forget about me. Liv retains because of all of what you said, and maybe Jey doesn't get involved.
to Lorena.
But then
I
Charlotte.
see it.
I know. I just feel like
Cool, just
Charlotte's
throw it out
ready.
there.
Charlotte's ready.
Yeah, because
Just
it's
throwing
been
it out
like
there.
9 or so months now.
Yes, yeah,
since she got injured.
she's as close as could be. Maybe they're holding her out for one more pay per view, but
Maybe.
I think the likelier storyline is the first one. You know, just
or maybe
Dom just turns on Rhea and
That'd be
helps Liv, and starts an insane feud.
Yeah, it could go one of those ways. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that is our predictions for that match. And let's go on to the next match. And ladies and gentlemen, the next match we're going to be talking about is the World Heavyweight Championship match between Damian Priest and Gunther. And I honestly could see this going either way as well.
Mm-hmm.
You want to go first for this?
Yeah. So Priest has had such an awesome run, and I think the easy decision is he's starting to make. I mean, everybody's talking about. He's becoming a face.
Cody.
Oh, I agree. Yeah, I actually would like to see Priest hold on to the title longer than Cody. I think Cody's gonna have.
Because Cody doesn't need to hold it for like a.
No. I think it's gonna be one of those like Cena, Randy Orton things where they're trading it back and forth, and not just one guy, but Cody's gonna trade it with some people. Yeah. Anyway, I think they just love Priest. Gunther, I mean, I'd be totally fine if he wins. I just don't see it happening. I think this is just a short-term thing for Priest, for Priest and Gunther, and I think Priest is he's got big plans. They got big plans for Priest, and I mean, he's already turning into a face. You know, he's pretty much a face, and you can see the writing on the wall. Judgment Day is just sort of like splintering. You know, so yeah, I got Priest.
This one's honestly really tough for me. I can honestly see this going either way. Like I can honestly see, you know, Judgment Day trying to help Damian Priest, but then Gunther, but then he gets distracted, then Gunther gets the W, or maybe them just having a banger of a match and then Damian coming out on top. This is tough, man.
Have you thought about Seth Rollins getting involved with this? Because he doesn't have a match, and remember, Priest told him
that they can run it back whenever.
Yeah, I'm not holding you to that thing. You can still. So I just wonder if like something goes on and Seth gets involved. I know he's got bigger stuff going on, but yeah. I just got Priest.
Bigger stuff in the world title.
The CM Punk McIntyre thing. I know. No. He wants that world title, but it's just
like a bigger feud.
Bigger feud, more heat. Seth, and plus you figure Seth was like the MVP of WrestleMania 40. So. Yeah. That guy's probably just like, I'm cool with not wrestling for a little bit.
Pretty much, went in with a broken back, torn meniscus or whatever. But anyway,
dude left that thing crying.
MVP WrestleMania.
Oh yeah, totally.
Man, this is honestly tough, bro. I do not know. I could really see this going either way. You know what? I'm gonna have to go Gunther on this one, dude. I just love Gunther right now, dude. Yeah. He's so awesome. I could honestly just see, Judgment Day trying to help Damian Priest. Priest gets distracted. Gunther hits a powerbomb or whatever the heck his finisher is, and Gunther is the new World Heavyweight Champion, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. Let's go. That'd be awesome.
Well,
and then Priest just turning on Judgment Day after me.
How many times have they like teased Finn getting involved and screwing it up for him? And this could be that
bringing
time.
Back Demon Balor. I'd love to see it, obviously.
Oh yeah, that's actually a really good point. He could do that, and that's like
Finn versus Damien. WrestleMania.
Yeah. I love it. Yeah.
Anyway. Ladies and gentlemen, that is what I think is gonna happen. That's what we think is gonna happen for Damian Priest versus Gunther, and on to the main event. And ladies and gentlemen, the next and final match we're gonna be talking about is, of course, the main event of SummerSlam. Oh, I just realized we forgot to talk about Logan Paul versus LA Knight.
Oh yeah, you want to hit that first? You want to hit that
quick
first?
prediction before that? No problem. We should have thought that over first. This is good though.
This is an easy one for me. Yeah.
LA Knight.
100%.
I did hear that like Logan Paul might have like a cool entrance though, since it's in his hometown of Cleveland.
Yeah, I have no doubts. But the fans are going to explode if LA Knight doesn't get a belt. It's now. The time is now. The time is now.
Yeah. So maybe say Jake Paul interferes, and then like Mike Tyson comes to the crowd.
You said that a couple weeks ago. I like that idea. That would be a really cool idea. Really cool. It wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if they set that up to get the November thing going.
Yeah, to get some publicity for it. But anyway, our predictions for that match: LA Knight. Yeah. Anyway, guys. The main event now. Is Cody Rhodes versus Solo Sikoa for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship, and this is a big one, guys. This gonna take some time. I'm just saying, this could honestly go either way. I've said this for a lot, but I could honestly see either one of them winning the title.
Yeah.
Let
You want me to jump? Yeah.
Sure.
Because I think that they're going to. I love to think of it less about like these matches individually versus more so than I'm more into the storylines. And so Cody, I really think I've been reading about this, and it makes a lot of sense. Like Cody's not going to have a Roman like reign, you know?
Yeah, I read
no pun intended.
earlier.
Roman like reign, but I think Cody loses. This Solo was not the guy I thought he'd lose to, but it makes sense for him to lose now.
To build the Bloodline storyline more.
You know, yes. Yeah. And if we're going to see Roman or we're going to see Jimmy, I'm not even 100% sold this is Roman's time to come back. Jimmy, maybe. I feel like they're not bringing both of them back. So maybe it's just Jimmy. And so my thought is like, they cheat Cody. Like, the Bloodline gets involved, you know.
Completely screws him over.
They totally screw him over, and he loses the title.
Yeah.
And then either Jey Uso or Jimmy Uso, maybe both, come out.
Reigns. Yeah.
Or Roman, right. They come out because he's not only beat Cody, they're now just, you know, pulling a Brock, like where they're piling tables on top of him and just beating him until he's bloody, and they're leaving him dead.
It's like destroying the whole ringside area.
Yeah. And so that's where I think I think Solo does win this match and wins the title. Wins? I do. I don't like it. Okay. Do I think Solo's deserving? Absolutely not. No, Solo. No. We can give our thoughts on Solo long term later, but nah. I think Cody's gonna lose the title. I really do.
That's a bold prediction. I'll give you that.
I know. Thank you.
I feel like, you know, like all of us fans here, we're all expecting Roman Reigns to return to SummerSlam, but we also need to put that thought in our head that like he might not return to SummerSlam. We also need to think about that as well.
Remember, long-term storyline.
Yeah, long-term storytelling. That's all. That's what Triple H is all about. But anyway, I honestly think that Roman Reigns will return. I'm pretty confident. I was texting with Papa earlier in the week. I asked him if he thought that Roman and Jimmy would return, and he said that yeah. So and most people think, but
you think they both return or just one of them?
I mean, maybe say like, you know, the Tongans and Jacob Fatu get involved, and then maybe like they get involved. Maybe like Randy Orton and Kevin Owens come out, and then they all just beat them up because they're still gonna be outnumbered. Then. And all of a sudden,
then
all of a sudden Jimmy comes out, or maybe like comes out through barricaders, or like comes through the crowd or whatnot. And he evens the odds, right? And then say like, you know, he gets in Solo's face, then Solo like spikes him or whatever. Then maybe like say like when that happens, like Solo takes it off the ball, Cody hits the crossroads.
Yeah.
Cody retains the title, and then you know Solo's just so angry, he's just so mad at Cody, and him and the Bloodline just start decimating the four of those guys.
Yeah.
Start beating up Randy, Kevin, and Jimmy.
I can see that.
Like they just start beating them up, and then all of a sudden Roman Reigns' music hits. He comes out and confronts Solo, and the show goes off air.
Right as you were talking, what about this for an insane one? So Cody is about to win. Like it's going back and forth. It looks like Cody's gonna get screwed. He's about to win, and The Rock interferes. So The Rock interferes.
I completely forgot about The Rock.
And
I had some theories about
that.
The
Rock actually costs Cody the title. And we're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe The Rock did this. And then Roman's music hits. So then you don't know if like Roman.
That'd be absolutely insane.
I mean, maybe that's jumping it way too far ahead because you do get the feeling Roman has to like.
At least, you know, appear. Because they're definitely teasing it week after week. You know, Solo keeps on calling him out and whatnot.
And it sort of feels like he's not coming back to set up him versus Rock or Cody versus Rock.
Because we don't really know who is the tribal chief right now. Is it Solo? Is it The Rock? Is it Roman? You never know.
Yeah.
Who is it?
It feels like when he comes back, though, that was just sort of my dream scenario. Like maybe The Rock comes back. Because you know Rock versus Cody, that's what Rock wants.
Pretty much, yeah.
So,
I feel like we're definitely going to get that eventually.
But if Cody... If Roman comes back, it's got to be probably to get revenge against Solo and all these dudes that like screwed over Jimmy and all, you know, the Tongans and you know Jacob's, and Jacob's screwing over Paul Heyman, you know,
and Paul Heyman, of course, forgot about him, you know, maybe Bloodline versus Bloodline Survivor Series.
I think we have to do that, right? You know it.
Cross out Solo.
Yeah, I don't know. And maybe SummerSlam is too much for The Rock to show, but
and maybe like you know this is kind of my dream scenario for Survivor Series as well. Say like you know Roman Reigns, Jey Uso, Jimmy Uso, Sami Zayn. Say you know say they face the Bloodline, say against them it's The Rock, Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, Jacob Fatu. How many is that? So
That's 5. That's 5. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. You can eliminate one of the Tongan.
So I was gonna say, what if we had to like Hikuleo to the list or something?
Sure. Yeah.
It'd still be too much.
Yeah.
But
like, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it could be something.
And then
like
maybe when the Bloodline's outnumbered, Zilla Fatu comes out or something like that.
Yeah.
I'd love to see. You know, I can't wait to see Zilla in WWE someday.
Yeah, and I think we will. I think we will in the next year or so. But
hey Zilla, if you watch it, I'm subscribed to you, so check your boy out every once in a while. But yeah,
that's right.
But yeah.
So
anyway,
did you predict?
Yeah,
Cody holding
I
on?
think that Cody wins. I think that Cody retains.
Okay. Yeah.
Anyway, guys, those are our predictions for WWE SummerSlam and some of the storylines going forward. And if y'all want to see more videos like this with us involved, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, subscribe, turn on those notifications, and ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you guys in the next video later.
Later.
Yeet.